reach out my hand. Hombre say yo, hombre tell you to run. Hombre, hombre, hombre say, hombre young.
All Hymenoptera have compound eyes and typically 3 simple eyes called ocelli. They have 2 pairs of membranous wings that are hooked together with hamuli. Their wings have relatively few veins in them. Most Hymenoptera have chewing mouthparts with well-developed mandibles. Their antennae are long and often elbowed. There are 2 suborders of the order Hymenoptera, Apocrita, consisting of bees, wasps, and ants, and Scyphata, consisting of sawflies. Apocrita are social insects, meaning that they live in a colony with others of their species. All species within Apocrita molt up to 5 times before pupating and then becoming an adult. All adult species have a wasp waist or a petiole. Species within the suborder Symphata are not social. They can molt up to 8 times before pupating and becoming an adult. None of the species within Symphata have a wasp waist.
Bees are from the family Apidae. Bees' diet consists of nectar from different flowers. Honeybees collect the nectar with their chewing, lapping mouthparts and convert it into honey. Their diet also consists of pollen. Some of the hairs on bees are branched to help them pick up pollen. Some bees may even have pollen baskets on their legs to aid in collection. Because of this, they are considered to be pollination specialists. Like the other hymenopterans, all bees are holometabolists, meaning that they undergo complete metamorphosis, categorized in male drones. The queen bee lays up to 1,500 eggs a day. She lays 1 egg per each brooding cell. The eggs of bees are white, elongated, and have a soft shell. Once the eggs hatch, a nurse bee feeds the larva until the cell is capped with silk. Larvae are grub-like, soft and white, and grow very quickly with 5 molts or instars as larvae. The adult worker bee will emerge from their cell within 21 days and immediately go to work and will complete several different tasks over different time periods of their life. Honeybees have a special communication technique called the waggle dance, which informs other bees of a nearby nectar source. These can be a nuisance because they can swarm, sting, and immediately die. Overall, bees are very beneficial to humans because of pollination and producing honey and wax.
Wasps are in the family Vespidae, and there are currently 30,000 identified species of wasps. A lot of wasps are pet predators, parasites, and parasitoids. Wasps are holometabolists like all of the other hymenopterans. The queen lays an egg in each cell in the hive. Once the larva hatches, the female workers feed the larva a protein-rich diet. Also, some wasps lay their eggs in other insects, and the larvae then feed on the host to survive. Because of this, wasp larvae are carnivorous. After the larva molts 5 times, it will spin a silk-like cap over the cell's opening as it's going into its pupal stage. Once the pupa matures into an adult, it is able to leave its cell and come and go from the hive. Adult wasps mostly feed on nectar, although some are omnivorous and feed on fallen fruit or carrion too. Wasps can be somewhat irritating to humans because they can sting many times and cause painful reactions. Wasps' nests that are not affecting humans should be left alone, since wasps are beneficial in killing other garden insect pests.
Ants are in the family Spermicidae. There are currently 11,000 identified species of ants. Like other hymenopterans, ants are holometabolists and go through all 4 life stages. Although they can live in much drier conditions than most invertebrates, the young and eggs of ants need humid conditions to survive. The queen ant lays the eggs and cares for the first generation of larvae once they hatch. After this, the worker ants will feed the larvae. The amount and type of food that the larvae are fed determines whether they will develop into a queen or a worker. When ants are transitioning into the pupal stage, they spin a small cocoon of silk where it transforms into a pupa and eventually transforms into an adult. The adult ant has 6 legs that end in a hooked claw. They are generalist predators, herbivores, and scavengers. They rely on the microbes in their gut to help boost the nutritional value of the food they eat. Ants can also be beneficial to humans by suppressing some insect pest populations and also aerating the soil. In parts of Africa and South America, ants can be used as medical sutures by allowing the ants to use their mandibles to bite the skin and close the wound. Ants can also be a pest by invading buildings and causing economic losses. Sawflies are the most primitive of the hemipterans and make up less than 5% of the order. Like other hemipterans, they are holometabolous and go through all 4 life stages. The immatures have 3 pairs of true legs, prolegs on every segment, and have a stele. Sawflies are unable to sting, but instead the adult female sawflies use their saw-like ovipositors to cut open plant tissues and lay their eggs inside. This ensures that the immatures are near a food source when they are born, which is important since they do not have parental care. When undergoing the pupal stage, sawflies move underground into the soil to continue developing. The larvae are plant feeders on mostly the outside of plants, although some eat through stems and wood. This causes sawfly larvae to be somewhat of a pest since they often attack trees and forests that are supposed to be used for timber. Most adult sawflies are herbivores and phytophagous, which means they feed on many types of plants. Some adults are carnivorous though and feed on other insects.